I am at the Phoenix Concert Theatre in Toronto with Russell from the band Skulls. Hello.
Hello.
How's it going?
Great to be here, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm alright.
You tired?
Just about awake.
Yeah, just about.
But,
you need to get some like energy drinks in there.
I've got a red soda. Red soda, no particular brand. Yeah.
Just a normal brand.
Yeah,
it's
a normal.
Nothing special. So you came in from London last night. How was the flight? How did it go? Just a normal flight?
It's a boring flight. It's quite. I mean, we're starting our North American tour here in Canada.
Yeah.
And actually, it's quite a short distance to come. So, from our point of view, it's all right. And of course, Toronto, we've been here a number of times, and it's a great city to be in and play shows in. So
yeah, I'm glad that you're back. Glad that you're back.
I'm glad I'm back.
So, what was like the last time you were here?
Last time we were in Toronto.
2 years ago?
Yeah, perhaps it was. We played here at the Phoenix, but we've been back in Canada. We did some shows with Muse.
Yeah.
But we didn't come over this side. I think we did Calgary, Edmonton, and that kind of stuff. Somewhere, it was in January. It was really cold.
Yeah.
I remember that much.
It's freezing. I'm glad it's summer. I'm
Me
really
too.
glad it's summer. So your new album, Himalayan, is out, or it was released on April 2nd or April 3rd and stuff. And so like, how did you approach like making that album? Different to kind of like Baby Darling, Dolphin Honey, and Sweet and Sour.
Well, we changed producers for this record, so that was the biggest difference, and we did that really as a challenge to ourselves to see if we could still make a record that we liked and what I think it's a good experience for different people.
Yeah.
So we worked with Nick Launey on that one, and he's a great guy. He lives in LA and he's English.
Yeah.
He also worked with a lot of Australian acts like Grinder Man and lots more. And so we brought him over to London, and we had this great summer last summer making music, having a lot of fun. He's a really great. I'm going to call him an eccentric, but I mean that in the best possible way, Nick. We love you. And but he is great, and he's got great ideas. He doesn't talk in very boring musical sense. He talks a lot about the atmospheres and the vibes, I think, which is a great way to work.
Cool.
And everyone has their own way of doing it, and he was a great. We love working with Ian, our last producer, but it's great to challenge yourself with a new set of people.
Yeah, as a new person.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
New person in the band for that brief period. Yeah, in a way. Yeah.
So like from the last album, what have you done kind of like differently on the side of like experimenting with new musical instruments? Because like on the last album, did you use a Gretsch Falcon?
I did. I got into my Gretches over the Sweet Sour, so they've stayed. I've got a few more. The guitar I played, if we're going to talk guitars, the guitar I played the most probably was this. I've got this junior version of an Anniversary, so it's like a small Gretsch. Yeah. Because it's basically like a Falcon's like driving a Cadillac down to the shops. Like it's a bit over the top really. So this one's a bit smaller. So I played that a lot.
Yeah.
And I got back to my Jazz Masters a bit as well actually. So it was a kind of a all around one really.
If you're listening to jazz, like who are you listening to? Because like mine were like the classic, like Miles Davis.
Yeah, I mean, my knowledge goes about that far as well. I do like Miles Davis, and I guess the Jazz Master guitar I think is just. I love how it was supposed to be a jazz instrument, but ended up being a rock and roll guitar or indie rock kind of thing. It suits me. I don't know. I'm not a jazz expert, so it suits me. Nor is my guitar.
It's like a really this powerful sound that you kind of like. Ramped up the sound of your music with that guitar. I think with all your guitars. How many guitars do you have?
I've got quite a few now. I can't bring them all with me. And I have to choose who I'm going to take and leave some at home and stuff. But I have, it's not maybe it's an addiction. I think I'm under control of my addiction now. It's slowed down a bit. There was a point where it was getting a bit crazy.
You like treat your guitars as children. So you have like your favourites?
Yeah, maybe not children, maybe pets.
Yeah.
I like pets, yeah.
Yeah. So, like, Records for the Day has just passed.
Right.
So, my question is, what is your favourite record store? Like, anywhere.
Anywhere. There's some great ones. There's some great ones in the States. So there's we did some shows that we won at Fingerprints down in California. That's a famous one. And that was a cool. We played an in-store gig there. We've got Rough Trade in London, another similar sort of vibe. And I'm glad that those sort of places have survived.
Yeah.
I'm cheating here a little bit, but there's one called Pie and Vinyl in I'm reading your notes here.
That's one of my questions, notes.
Pie and Vinyl, I do know Pie and Vinyl. That's in Portsmouth, our rival city to Southampton, but it's South Sea, so it's okay. And we can let rivalries go away for the parrot
music. You can let it slide,
Yeah.
So like, Pie and Vinyl on topic of.
Yeah.
What is like when you go in? Do you order like pie and then you look at vinyl?
It's pretty much that. Your pie is first and vinyl's at the back.
Yeah.
So you can put your order in, and it's all very much like mismatched, crockery and funny chairs and stuff. It's a great idea. I think they'll do really well. It won't be long till they have one over here. I'm sure. Their franchise, Pie and Vinyl.
That'll be pretty cool.
Out to the rest of the world.
Yeah.
But it's a great idea.
Like if you're listening to a record, what would match like pie times like?
That's a good question. Alright.
So apple pie with
No, it's got to be an English pie, so it's got to be something like a steak and kidney pie.
Oh yeah.
So I'd have a steak and kidney pie, and I'm trying to think of something to go with that now. It's not going to happen, is it? Maybe a bit of Atom Heart Mother, Pink Floyd. That's kind of good. Yeah.
Alright, that kind of works.
Works. A cow and a cowboy.
We could have like a pork pie.
Yeah.
And Pink Floyd, the Animals album.
And
the plate.
Well, maybe animals, and we can have everything we want really, apart from the vegetarian. And then we'll do We'll do Paul McCartney and do a vegetarian album. Vegetarian pie and a bit of a Band on the Run.
So far, your summer, you just announced like some festival tours, like festival dates, and they're pretty sick. I mean, that's pretty awesome. What are your kind of plans when you get to the festivals, and when you're like settled down into the festivals? What are your plans like going around the festivals and stuff?
Well, it's funny because we have a year off festivals in the studio, so you lose your knack a little bit of how to deal with all of the usual things, eating and drinking and the rest of it. But I think, well, for us this year, Glastonbury is our special day, and we've only played it once before because when we did Sweet Sour, they had the year off. They left the lambs or a couple.
Oh yeah.
So which is it's all well and good, but so we're really happy to go back and play Glastonbury on the other stage. It really is our first performance there, really, as a band. So of course that one is really special. And then over here we're doing on this trip. The next one we're doing that's really cool is Sasquatch over there.
Sasquatch Festival.
Which is equally. I've seen the pictures. It's like they don't need a backdrop. They just let the scenery do.
It's almost like Coachella, like with the palm trees.
It is, but more kind of. It looks like one of those old. Can I say that? Marlboro cigarette adverts.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like a cowboy.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
With the camel.
Yeah. Or a camel. A cowboy. Some kind of. Looks like a cigarette commercial.
Yeah.
In a good way.
Yeah. So like, going back, so you did a couple of shows in the UK and Europe, I believe. What was like some funny moments from that tour? Weird like moments from that tour?
So many. Europe's great because every show is in a different country often. So your whole world changes. It's like, over here it sort of stays the same, but weird things. So many weird things. I'll tell you what, we were in Lyon in the south of France, and the crowd got a bit out of control and invaded the stage and locked everything over, and there was blood and teeth and everything flying around. It was great.
It's crazy.
It's hard to come back and do a better encore than that. That should be the end of the show. Yeah.
Cool. So, last question. So, what does music kind of mean to you? Mean to Band of Skulls?
Well, to Band of Skulls, it means it's our way of life now, and we get to come back to the places that we like and see people play our new music to people that like the old music, and it's like this conversation. And to me personally, I'm not happy unless I'm writing songs and coming up with new ideas. So I get moody, and I need to have a guitar, and I need to be at least listening, playing, or recording some little thing. So it's just a.
It's your lifestyle. So.
It is. I love rock and roll music. So it's just my love.
It's pretty cool. Thank you, Russell.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
I can't wait until the show tonight. You're gonna be awesome.
All right.
I do soundcheck. This is an awesome show.
We just need a pie now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go for a pie.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get our priorities right.
Yeah. We'll find an English shop. There's loads in Canada, loads in Toronto.
I want a pie.
Let's do that.
All right.
Let's get something like cider as well.
The show's not important. Let's just get this pie.
Yeah. Just like,
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Right. So, bye-bye. See you later, guys.
See you later.